Oh my God.
Uh,
Icestar.
oh,
Oh my God, you actually showed up.
uh, yeah. You should be Bondy, correct?
Yeah. Um, right. We never actually had a proper introduction.
No, we have not.
No. Yeah, no, I'm Bondy. I live well, I get live at the train station over there. As you can tell from my appropriate attire, I just came from there. Yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about me.
I see. So you don't have an actual house.
I like to consider myself a person of the land, person of the street, you know? I just exist.
Okay, well, that that's interesting to say the least.
I just think it's pointless having a place where you can call home because nothing is permanent. I don't know. But anyways, I've heard so much about you. I
You have?
just yeah, it's about time I actually met the Queen of the Empire.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Um, have
So how
you
are you?
um I'm all right. You?
I am doing swell. It's a lovely day. Nothing to feel sorry about. If you don't mind me asking, um, what's going on there, champ?
Uh, what do you mean?
Well, you don't really look like you dressed for the occasion. I mean, like, good impressions are extremely important, at least in my opinion. Like, first impressions are a lot,
I
and that's saying something.
I am so sorry. This is uh let's just say I didn't really have time to clean myself up, I guess.
Of course. No, I'm sorry for bringing it up. That was my bad. Genuinely, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I shouldn't have asked. It's personal.
no,
Um,
it's fine. It is a bit of a sight.
it's something. It's fine. It's whatever. I apologize. Yeah, it's a lovely day we're having.
Mm-hmm. Um, so why exactly did you want to meet?
Right. Right. Sorry. Short attention span. I get out of track. Um, the letter. Right. The letter.
Yes, the letter.
Well, I'd like to I think it was an appropriate time for such a big part of the server to to meet such a big part of the server. I mean, the Empire, it's massive. I've come across it a couple of times. I'm not usually on that side, but it definitely caught my eye when you first came to the Eiffel SMP. So when I noticed the castle being built, well, the original castle, I was just like, hmm, it's a pretty big landmark to notice, you know? And we never
Yeah.
actually properly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know the masquerade. Oh, the definitely not the first impression I wanted to make, and royalty. Should I be bowing or something? Should I be
I
giving you here? Have a carrot. Oh wait,
uh,
shit. To
I
have a carrot.
I can't exactly have food as of now, so that you can have this back.
Um, not used to people returning a gift.
I sorry, I just
It's fine.
Like
It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Forget about it. The letter. So yeah, the masquerade definitely wasn't the best introduction I wanted to make first impression, and I wanted to show this is that I'm more than the mafia, I guess you could say.
yeah, I can kind of get that.
Yeah. Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, and you don't have to answer, of course, because I don't want to pry or anything, but are you happy?
Am I happy?
Yeah. Are you
Uh,
are you are you enjoying life, Ice?
I I I mean, not really.
Hmm. But you have so much that's going for you. Why aren't you happy?
It. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. This is. Uh.
Right. No, I don't want to pry. I don't want to pry. You're entitled to your own reasonings and everything for everything. I'm just saying it's curious, especially like you're a queen, you have a fiance, you have a child,
Yeah.
friends,
Uh huh.
so much so much going for you. I'm just, you would peg me as one of the last people to be upset.
Well, when you do it so many times over, it's it's a bit tiring.
Curious. Well, let me put it this way. I don't know much about leadership or how a royal court functions or anything like that. I've never been a strong believer in anything where it involved one person with all the power and they automatically received leadership roles and everything, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I had to work in order to become the leader of the mafia. I wasn't just given that role from a title that I was born with. So what I'm saying is when it comes to leadership, especially if you have people underneath you, like you do in the empire, it's important for like whatever the leader's feeling, that's what your subjects are gonna feel.
Oh
Don't you
no,
think?
they're completely fine. It's okay. You know, a leader has to pop on a strong face or an act, I guess.
And what kind of act are you putting on? Because this is my first time meeting you and you seem fantastic, but you don't seem like any act is or any mask is being put on. Nothing is being covered. Hell, you're still wearing whatever that is. No offense. No
No,
offense at
no,
all.
no. It's it's okay. You don't need to worry about that. But it I don't really need a mask on right now. You know, it's quite late and it's just really really tiring to pop on a brave face, you know.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair. Of course. Of course. I get that. That's a good response. However, and I know I wouldn't consider us friends or barely even acquaintances. We just met properly. However, one person's mood can easily affect others, especially if they look up to you.
Mhm.
And You might not even realize it, but you could be breaking apart the empire from the inside.
I mean, honestly, that is okay with me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't. I don't really have any attachment to anything here. Like, heck, even my own home. Because, let's be real, is that even a home? Can that even be considered home?
So let me get okay. I'm I'm sorry. You're you're willing to break apart an entire I wouldn't country, nation, civilization because you don't care? Seriously?
I guess so, yeah.
Do you hear how selfish that is?
Excuse me?
You were given the role of being their queen, their leader, and you're willing just to let it fall apart because you don't care? Having no attachments is one thing. I understand that. Okay? I try my best also not to have any, but things get in the way. People get close. But you're willing I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I shouldn't have said that. That's a bit much.
You are gonna let so many people down if you are willing to give up on something that easily.
Oh, I mean, having led so many different groups of people and I guess projects or communities, you start to see a pattern, you know?
Well, then break the pattern. Break. Right. Of course. Of course. I agree. I I can see that.
Are you good?
I'm I'm fine. I'm just in shock, genuinely. I didn't think that you would so openly admit to not caring about your own nation.
I'm sorry. I just really exhausted right now. I normally wouldn't say
No,
those
it's
kinds of
okay. Don't
things.
apologize. Don't apologize. It's fine. It's okay. It just makes you a horrible person, but it's okay.
Uh,
Genuinely. It's fine. It's okay.
you,
It's okay.
you, you say I'm a horrible person and then just say it's okay.
Everyone has their own demons. Everyone makes their own mistakes. It's okay to be a bad person.
That's not something I expected to hear, but oh, alright.
It's just you're only a bad person until you decide to start making things right. And if you want and if you care about even just the slightest person, just one person in this entire server, just one of them, that should drive you, push you to be better. At least That's how it usually is in like storybooks or movies, you know, the protagonist and the antagonist, and the protagonist is always like, this one person makes me want to do better.
Yeah.
You know, the guy gets the girl.
That's all make believe. This is real life.
So does gate mean nothing to you then?
No, gate does mean something, but I just.
Well, obviously not enough for you to want to fix things, which is fine, honestly. Failing marriages and
No, I do want to fix things, but not
enough.
not in the way you would expect, I guess. You know, speaking of gate, actually, you said they were your kid in the know, but
Right.
they never told me anything about that.
It's natural for them to be ashamed, honestly. I can get that based on my actions. Not we're not related by blood, obviously. Just the title was given.
I see.
More.
I see. So
I was the only one there for them.
you're the only one there.
Yeah.
I see.
And you know, it's really easy for people to mess up. It takes one action, just one action. It could be verbal, it could be physical, and it can ruin a person's entire life.
You have no idea how well I know that feeling.
Right. So, Ice, back to the letter and the entire purpose of me wanting to meet up with you.
Yeah.
I consider myself a good person. My views do not align with a lot of people's, and that is okay. But I would consider myself an okay-ish person. I strive to do what is right, at least in my opinion, what is right. And what is right is to help you be the best version of yourself. You can call me Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. Okay, I'm wise, I know things, and I really like turtle soup. Anyways, sorry, back on track. You might not have an actual attachment to the Empire, but if you have any sort of attachment to my child, then you should care about the Empire. You should care about fixing that. And if the leader of the fucking mafia is telling you that, then you really messed up. So, I propose myself a funny person. I think I'm a funny guy. Okay? I see the humor in a lot of things. Hell, I put magma penises all around the server. So, that being said, joy and contentness is a really big factor in a leader. If a leader cannot enjoy themselves, how can they pursue a nation, or how can they help strategize? Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know much about the royal court. As I've said several times before, I know that there is sometimes a queen or a king, prince, princess, something like that, guards, knights, whatever. But there's one character, one role that stands out among the rest. And I know this because every time when Eiffel and I, when Eiffel first got into gambling, she was really big into cards, card games, card anything. And I would try to do magic tricks or anything. Not that good. Not at all. And you have your kings, you have your queens, you have your different sorts of suits. But there's one role, one card that doesn't stand out or that stands out in that deck. That doesn't fit in. That's the Joker. Icestar, I am here to propose to you to give me a job. I can give you joy. I could be the court jester.
This is what you wanted to ask?
Yes. A nation needs a strong leader, and that comes with happiness. That comes with joy. And if you are going to be the perfect spouse for my child, you need to feel happiness and joy. So, court jester, I can get a funky little hat with bells, and I can make a bunch of hilarious jokes.
I not sure if this is a good idea. I'm not quite sure what to say.
Of course. Of course. That's perfectly. It's a good response.
I'm sorry. I mean, if that's something you want, I mean, who's stopping you, right?
Well, the decision is yours. You are the queen, of course. I'll leave it up to you. And whenever you make up your decision, you know where to find me.
Yeah.
Of course. So I guess this is goodbye for now.
For now, yeah.
Oh, and Ice, one more thing.
Yeah.
If you continue to fuck up the Empire, which later leads to you screwing Gate over, I will not hesitate to end whatever life you're living.
You can go right ahead, Bondy.
Have a great day, Ice.
You too.